I want to dive into the analyst and the assertive and the accommodator, all these negotiator types. How did you figure those out? And what are they? And which one is the most important? Sorry, all the questions.
Yeah, no, it's great. And I'll start out by this, and it's one of those small nuances that you somewhat highlighted in what you just laid out. And it's that, the golden rule, treat others the way that you want to be treated. That's good. It's not that it's bad. What's the next level? What's the nuanced version that'll take you to the next place, the next plateau, the next great win? Is you treat others the way that they need to be treated. And some of the reason behind that is because they're not you. Mm. And that's really where this TKI fits in. And so what we found is the world breaks up pretty much evenly into thirds, right? A third of the world is assertive, a third is analyst, a third is accommodator, not dependent on culture, right? This is across the board. And so what that means is, 66% of the time, roughly, you're probably going to talk to someone that approaches negotiation vastly different than you do. Mm. At best, 1 in 3, you're going to run into somebody that's exactly like you. And the thing, especially in sales, the sale is always easier, the negotiation is always easier when they are, in fact, like you. Mm. And then it's like, I made this great deal with this person, so I'm going to take the same approach with this next guy, completely discounting the fact that you are in a completely different scenario. You don't deal with person B like you dealt with person A because they're not the same. Mm. And so negotiator types, right? Analyst, assertive, accommodator. We started to explore this early in the business because people love, right? Like the Colby, right? These different personality tests. And so it's like, we got to lean into this some way because the world loves it, right? Everybody loves to do stuff like this. How can we add our own element to it? And we actually started looking at this thing called the Thomas Kilmann conflict mode instrument. And the test that those guys came up with is actually what we really started to base our foundation off of, and then just expanded the ideas in all directions. And they talk about types. They got 5 types. They have a compromiser and a collaborator. They got avoiders. And so, slightly different. We've really tried to focus down on what's the default type when people are punched in the mouth or feel like they're punched in the mouth. How do they react? And it's interesting. It's something we've known as human beings for a while. You're either going to fight, you're going to flight, or you're going to make friends. And that pretty much encompasses everybody's attitude to it. You're going to do one of those 3 things. And then based on that, you can qualify which bucket they fit into and start to analyze, all right, well, what's most important to them based on the bucket that they operate in.